All right, it's that time of year again to do the Friday night breakdown. I'll also be going over in this video a little bit about both the scrimmages, preseason games, whatever you want to call them, how I think the season may go, and some things I want to say about my videos, podcast, whatever you want to call it. First off, it's my opinions on plays, coaches' decisions, whatever it may be. I do the best I can to be honest about it, good or bad. I will not call any of these young men or this year women out for doing something bad or anything like that. Now, if you do something stupid, throw your helmet down, cost us a game, I will call you out by name. I may use numbers. If you do something good, hey, I will call you out by name. Number, whatever. But these are young men and women playing. I'm not here to bash them, try to make them look bad in no way whatsoever. I'm just giving my opinion of what might help do better. You may agree with it, you may not agree with it. That's fine. That's your choice. But like I said, I try to be honest as I can about it. And like I said, any information I get from whoever, for example, whether it be as coaches or parents, whatever, this is as far as it goes. If you ask me, I'm not telling you where I got it from. It don't matter. I'm not going to tell my sources, if you want to say, or whatever it may be. It's between me and them, and that's where it stays. I respect, what they tell me, and I hope they respect it. I keep it private between us, and that's how it will be, and that's how it will stay. If you want to complain about what I say or whatever, that's fine. It's an open podcast. Feel free. I'm okay. I'm a big boy. I got thick skin. I can take it. Hey, and I could dish it back. It is what it is. But I'm okay with it. But like I said again, understand this is my opinions, and anybody else I may use, I will trust these people with their opinions. If a parent, a coach, or whoever will say, look, I don't care, you say my name, that's the only way I will say it. And again, I'm not here to bash any of the coaches. I know several of them. I like them. So it's nothing personal against the players or parents or any of that stuff. I don't play that. But I will give my honest opinion. And, I hope you can respect that. Now, for the Hidden Valley scrimmage, it wasn't pretty. A lot of things we could have done a lot better. And we are I don't know how many seniors we have. I think we're a pretty young team. We're a small team this year compared to years past. I think we had 22 come out, and 2 were brought up from JV team, I think. Then we lost Cooper Bostwick last week to ACL, and that's going to be a big loss. I think he was one of the top players on the team, perfectly honest, all-around players. So that's going to hurt, I think. But hey, you got to step up. The next man up, as they say. And all you kids better understand. All you young men and women better understand. You are literally one play away from being a starter. And I'll touch on that a little bit more here, a little bit going into the James Monroe scrimmage. But the offensive line did not block good. We had no time to pass the ball during that game. So I think it's a great time for offense to come around. I think they're young. We got people playing different positions. I think our 10-man who was Keffer last year, I think he's blocking back this year maybe. I'm still getting used to everybody, so forgive me. If he is, I want to touch on that a little bit here later too. So yeah, we got young guys playing the line, and probably other positions too. So it's going to take some time, I think, for our offense to grow into something. I think the potential could be there to grow into something, but it's going to take a lot of work. The coaches may really put to y'all to get in shape, because that low numbers, you're going to have to be in shape. You're going to have to be able to do a lot during the game. Some of you will never come out. But I'm kind of going backwards here. But again, the Hidden Valley game, our defense played pretty well. I think our defense might be all right this year. I think that's going to be, as of right now, the bright spot on the team. And not necessarily any individual player, just a unit itself. I think it's going to be, as of now, I think it could be the strength of the team. Maybe I should say that. But it still needs work there too. One thing, I brought this up last year, and maybe you're doing it. You just didn't hear it in the Hidden Valley game or this game. About balls in the air, you guys back there, let each other know. Like I said, I don't know. Like I said, holler ball, incoming. Who cares what it is? But let each other know. You guys on the sideline. I said last year, I'll say it this year. Just because you're on the sideline don't mean you can't do something. You can yell, pass, run. Be vocal. It's going to take all of you all this year to win. Let's be honest. That's what it's going to take. But the starters. I believe the game last week hit about ended 13-3, kind of like this week's scrimmage. Starters, I think it's like 6-3 Hidden Valley, 7-3 Hidden Valley, something like that. So defense did not play bad. We just couldn't move the ball, and when we did, Hidden Valley got one touchdown, I believe, and that was because it was a fumble, and they ran it back for a touchdown. So, offensively, they didn't do a whole lot. I think there were second team maybe scoring some pass and stuff. But the small numbers are our second units and a mixture of a third, I guess. Probably don't get a whole lot of practice time. It's just the way it is with low numbers. Now, I could be wrong. They may get more time than what I realize. But going on to the James Monroe game, that's how last week went. It was obviously the first game of the year. So, definitely room for improvement. I thought personally there was some improvement tonight against James Monroe. I thought pass block looked a lot better how it did the week before. There was some holes there to be able to run. I said we had some good passes. The numbers won't say it. We had one pass. I don't know if it's a little swing out pass, a little screen pass, or what it was. I'm not real sure. But the tailback, or whoever it was threw it, rushed it, and the guy was open, and that's just going to take more practice. But I loved the play. I thought it was a great play. But we had trouble still moving the ball for the first drive. They were basically putting 10 in the box. I'd be almost want to say 11 in the box. The safety was getting so close. So we go ahead to find a way to pass the ball. I don't think we're going to bully maybe anybody around to run the ball straight down the field. We're going to have to either learn to pass or lose, I think. And that's not a bad thing to learn to pass. And I think we can progress. There were some things there tonight. So obviously we can pass the ball. It's just going to take work and I think some confidence. I think the line being young, building up and getting confidence in themselves, working together. So there were some things there. Our defense played good tonight. It wasn't a bad performance. Like I said, I think it was 6-3 going into halftime, and that's when the starters quit after halftime. It's the 17, 13 come in, but both teams and played the second half. So again, it wasn't about out by the defense. The offense it's going to take time, and it's going to take a lot of effort. I think from coaches to players to put together to figure it out. Maybe people may have to be moved around again, and I think it's bad touched on something that I was told by several different people. When you have players that don't play because one player tells another player, I'm not playing, they don't play, and down the line, and you have 5, 6 players, whatever, don't play because of that. What are you young men going to do when you get out here in the real world and you have a boss who, plain simply, is a dick? or just sucks. I mean, that's one way to put it. All of us, I'm sure, have worked for several, maybe working for several. You can't quit. You have to work. You have to make a living. You all missed a golden opportunity to play. If you still want to play, go talk to coaches. Go talk to them. I mean, what can it hurt? Maybe you have to run a bit to make up for it. Or coaches, go talk to the players. I don't know. Try to get them to come back out. But that's an awful reason not to play. But I think there's a lot of people say, well, this team's just too small, this and that. I think there's potential there for things to maybe work themselves out, I should say. Fans, I wouldn't lose hope just yet. We got to stay positive. The kids need it. Like I said, they're young men and women, so it's going to take some time. So let's just try to keep back from them. It's not just to give up on them. Let's keep pushing. I think, I don't think I know. We got coaches that know what they're doing. I think, like I said, I think our defense is in pretty good shape as long as injuries don't happen. That's the main thing that concerns me, I think, of a lot of fans. With our numbers right now, we start getting injuries. That could be huge. That could be huge. And I know we got some players banged up tonight. I don't know how bad. I haven't heard. I think 53 kind of got banged up, but I think he went back in the game and played. So hopefully it was nothing major. I know it's number 6, and I'm still trying to learn everybody's name, so it's going to take me a while on that. I'm awful with that. Number 6, I know, got banged up and had ice on his shoulder and didn't play, I say, halfway through the first quarter on. So hopefully it's not bad. Hopefully it's just a stinger or something of that nature, and no separation or break or something that's going to keep him out any length of time, hopefully. So that's going to be huge, too. That's what I'm saying. Players, you're one play away from being a starter. You better pay attention in practice on what you're doing, what the coaches are telling you. Because you step in, we're going to need you. We're going to need you to step up and play. Soak everything you can in practice. Don't think, well, I'm a backup. I'm not going to play. I'm not going to start. That's crap. You're one play away. Look what happened to Cooper. I don't know who his backup is. I'm still learning. But he was one play away. Or, he had to move over to his position. Somebody else had to take that guy's position. Whatever situation, you're one play away. So pay attention. Listen to your coaches. I guess, again, I think the coaches are really going to have to push you all. Not they haven't been. But they're really going to push you all on the cardio part, because 4 quarters is going to wear on you, and you're going to be able to hold up. It's like I said, some of you all will not come out of the game at all. It's going to be 4 quarters of getting it. That might be offense, defense, special teams. That's just where we are. And you can do it, but you're going to have to make yourself physically prepared to do it. That's the big thing. I think I heard it right tonight. I think Keffer, who was our 10-man last year, I'm thinking, is now at blocking back. Now, I could be wrong, but I thought in JV he ran the ball maybe some, and ran the ball pretty good. Now, I could be wrong. But, he's playing blocking back. He played 10-man. He's played other positions. He's a good athlete, I think. I think, personally, with you putting, you having 10 men in the box, and we can't pass, it's going to be 11. I think we're going to use every weapon we have every game. I don't think we can hold anything back. We're going to be innovative in our offense. I know we have the guys know the offense. Steve, obviously, you should know it. You've been there since me playing ball. I know Timmy Muncie knows it. Has offensive mind. I'm sure others. I'm sure Sam has ideas, being head coach, what to do. We're going to need to, think about everything. And I will voice things on here that I think might work and might not. You take it for what it's worth. I feel like I do know football a little bit, and hey, I love my Spartans. But I think we should use a blocking back a whole lot more. Running game, passing game. That means line. You're going to block. You're going to have to be able to get it done. I mean, you could do, and it's going to take time. If you do double reverse and hand off to the blocking back, let him run it. Designs out of that. I think I'd catch them off guard. At least make them think more. I think we can use our blocking back a whole lot more in the passing game, a whole lot more. I think we can have him come over like he's blocking. They commit, slip him out, whether it be a screen pass or down the field, whatever. I think they're going to be open a lot. And if not, team see it a few times, they got to respect it. They got to think about it. That's going to free somebody else up. We have got to use everything we can. I don't think we can keep running the same patterns we've ran since Ragsdale, a 5-yard, 10-yard, 15-yard, or wherever they are now, across the field. Teams know it. Teams know it. Teams, at one point, other than last year, they would just drop back in the zone in certain spots and we're covered. Now, hey, yeah, use that sometimes, but clear it out. Clear it out, send somebody underneath, or keep the block back where he's at. Give him a second, have him sneak out in the middle, then cut back over to the left, where everybody else is going right. Clear it out. I think it'll be there. I think screen passes will be there. And of course, we know those take work because the quarterback goes antsy because the guys are coming in. So you guys learn how to hold your water and throw the ball on time. But I think we need to use everything we can. I don't think it would hurt to start, a drive out with a pass sometimes instead of, 44. I know you want to run that, see if you can run it. Staple Spartan football. But I think we have talent to do things, make things happen. But I think, like I said, I'm not going to get into a whole lot in this video. I think we have the potential to, have some things there. I really do, but it's going to take a lot of work with our numbers. I know I keep stressing that, but it is what it is, and there's no point in not addressing the elephant in the room. We got enough athletes on the team. We're going to make it work, and like I said, we're going to have a passing game. I don't think we're going to be able to line up and bully people like we used to. We had a pass game last year, and it helped a lot. We got to find people that can catch. Not that we don't have now. Don't mistake that. People that can throw. Again, don't mistake that. I'm not saying we don't, but we got to make sure we have those people and have them in the right spots. Or add somebody to a spot. I don't know, but we got to find somebody to pass. Like I said, I still think little slip screens and out in the flat. I know we ran that little pass out in the flat last year. It did so good. I still think, I really do, if we can clear out the middle and use our blocking back more in the passing game, I think that could open things up and give us another weapon because we hardly ever use them. I think that'd be a big, big bonus for us. And just different pass plays, different designs, and add to what we had last year. Like I said, I still think little curls and little outs, short passes, I think might be better for us this year. We don't have one long, but I think that's things we should really touch on more and try to work on. Like I said, I don't know if we do, we don't. At this point, I haven't really talked to anybody, but that's my opinion. What I think we should add in or work on more. So we have potential. I think we have potential there. Our offense is scored to catch up with our defense, I think. And the line, that's going to be a big part. Is you guys on the line. You want to grow into your roles. And like I said, just the coaches got to use the weapons we got and use them to the fullest potential. Use plays you normally wouldn't use. Like I said, I still think you can use the blocking back in so many ways in running plays and definitely in passing plays and double reverses. Yeah, it takes time, but you do a double reverse and the second wing back and hand off to the blocking back, let him run or let him drop back to pass. I realize that takes time, but just those types of things that make teams think and probably catch them off guard. The one thing on defense, I think it's a problem not just for us, but has been for other teams. Teams like to run the slant. The slant is a good pass play. But to me, you come up and play bump and run, knock him off getting that slant, then he's either got turned outside or run a fly pattern straight down the field. If you cut off the inside, and that's going to throw timing off. It's going to give the quarterback another minute or two to hold the ball. I'm not saying jump out of your defense or whatever, unless you know you're running a slant a lot, and I think you're going to adjust and cut that slant off. Make them, cut it out or run it up. I think that could help a whole lot on some things as far as that goes. But overall, like I said, I can't say a whole lot against our defense. Just play fast. Play fast. Oh, yeah. And we got to stop missing so many tackles right off the bat. I don't know how many times tonight we had the tackle and we missed it, or we have our arms around and we didn't get it, and they get 3 or 4 yards more before our other guys was there. Now we had good pursuit, but it should have been tackled initially. Now look, guys, girls, you're going to miss tackles. You're going to have stud running backs, receivers, where it's going to break tackles, stud quarterbacks, whatever it may be. But, at least, 80% of the time, you need to be able to, if you're up there, make that tackle. If it's one-on-one, take the right angle, learn the right angles, watch college, watch pro, talk to your coaches, say, hey, what angle am I taking wrong? What's going on here? Pick some brains. But don't get down. You guys don't get down. Keep fighting. Season's a long, long way from over. And take any negative that people could be saying and make it a positive. Prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. I have no doubt you all can turn the season around and grow into something. Not the season's even started yet, but I'm talking about, I guess, grow into something. You can grow into something special. This injuries is concerning. But like I said, next man up. Next man up. So my take on the season, pretty much, the first 2 scrimmages, defense played well. Tackling's got to get better. Tackling's got to get a lot better. We got to continue to cause turnovers. But I thought, we pursued the ball, pretty good. Our pass coverage is not that bad. Now tonight, like I said, we got caught, I think, looking at the backfield. They scored on 2 blown coverages. So both of them scrimmages we could have won. It had been very ugly, but we could have won. You guys, you need to talk to each other when the ball is in the air. You guys on the sideline, talk to each other. Talk to your coaches. Coaches, let it all hang out, man. With the numbers, you would let it all hang out. You may not like running screens. I don't know. You may not like running certain plays, but you got to make a defense think. You got more they think, the more it could help us. And you probably already know that, but like I said, in my opinion. The fans just keep on coming out, pouring for these kids, rooting for these kids. They could use it. They still play hard. They haven't given up on anything. And hey, make it something special. You got low numbers. Some of you aren't the biggest guys in the world, but hey, you can still knock the crap out of somebody. It's Spartan football. So keep pushing. If your coaches are pushing, trying to get frustrated with them, so they're trying to make you better. I really feel that way. Some people may argue with me and say, well, this coach sucks, that coach sucks. They're going to push you to try to make you better. But they won't win too. They want you to win. But like I said, I would, offensive-wise, Steve, Timmy, who are calling the plays, and I would definitely try to find some way to get the blocking back involved more. Passing and running, really. I'd use every weapon possible. Every weapon possible. Heck, put him back in the wishbone type like formation, have him to head back and have two backs behind him, and spin type series a little further back. So, anything. Just make defense think. But guys, this still could be a very, very good season here. Don't let these 2 scrimmages get you down. They were scrimmages. Again, defense looked, I thought, pretty darn good. Still ways to go. Like I said, tackling, causing turnovers. I think we have a field goal kicker. I believe it's Twait's son. I think the more he does it, the better he's going to get. I had the chance to watch him some while I was at the school when he was practicing, and he made some pretty impressive field goals. But I think he'll grow in that position as a kicker too. So I still think there's a lot that can be we can really look forward to. But are you willing to put the work in? That's what it boils down to. You got to put the work in. Conditioning is going to be huge. Again, I can't stress that enough. The better shape we're in, the better you're going to be. like I said, especially you get to the fourth quarter. But like I said, working at tackling, especially if it's one-on-one, try to make sure you take the right routes, especially that quarterback scrambling. We got to make sure we get the right angle. They're going to get some yards, but we can't we get up 20, 30 yards on a quarterback scramble. Not consistently anyway. Sometimes it's going to happen. But hey, let's just keep working on that. Linemen, what I'll say about the pass blocking, I just think it looked better tonight. But as I say, learn to dance. Most of you can dance, but you dance at home by yourself. You dance sometime. What I mean by that is move your feet. Keep your feet moving. You get stone feet and you don't move, that defender's going to get around you. And it's going to cause pressure on your running back. Keep your feet moving. And get you an attitude. I said it last year, I'll say it this year. You got to be mean on that football field. Not in a dirty way. But you need to be mean. You need to have attitude. That's your house. That's your teammates. That's your brothers and sisters. So you fight for each other. And don't take crap. Don't do something stupid and get a dumb penalty. But stand up for each other. Let that team know, hey, you're not going to push us around. Even if they beat you, they're going to know, hey, we're in a dogfight tonight. And again, offense, keep your heads up. It could be a little bit slow start. Because you all have got to grow into each other. But say keep fighting. And coaches, please use every athlete you have out there. Like I said, passing. If whoever the blocking back is, I say use him more. Use him more in the passing game and in the running game. Find a way. Every dimension you can. Use a double wing. Use whatever. Your screen passes, your little flats. Delayed releases. The little jump pass would probably work. Everybody plays as 10 in the box. But anyway, I'm probably forgetting things. Some of my breakdowns may be on Saturday this year. Depends how late I get back and if I have to work on Saturday or not. So if I don't post Friday night, I'll post on Saturday. And some games I made to think a little bit more so I don't say something that I shouldn't. And anyway, as usual, I went a little longer than what I wanted. I hope you don't find it just blabbling. But that's my take. Come out, cheer these kids on. It still can be a good season. It can be a very special season. How bad do you all want it? How bad do you all want it? You want to push each other to the brink of failure. Plain and simple. You will condition hard, work hard, keep a good attitude, listen to your coaches. Coaches, maybe listen to your players some. Maybe they have something good to say. Maybe listen to us fans. Maybe we have a good idea. At least take it into consideration. But use everything you can. And like I said, this is no slam on any coach, any player whatsoever. This is not at all. And the coaches that know me, they would know that. They know I'm just trying to mean the best for them and what I see. But anyway, I don't know how good the video was, but that's my take. Let's go there and root these kids on, and hey, let's make it a special season. It can still be a very, very special season. So keep your heads up. Y'all keep working, and we'll see you next week when the season starts.